Hi, I'm Rachel Pekera. I teach kindergarten at Christ Lutheran School, and I've been here for 13 years. And I've taken part in a lot of health assessment evaluations that we've done at school, just to test vision for the kids. And I've seen students do these procedures when we have the health screening, and there's been a couple kids that have been in my class before that have had trouble seeing the board, and when they go to have their health screening done, it comes back that they need a referral to see an eye doctor, and then come back with glasses, and then they can see the board that much better. But it's also personal to me because I have two daughters that go to Christ Lutheran School here, and both of them took part in the health screening when they were young. And Haven was at the health screening, and I got a letter in the mail saying that we should make an appointment just to have her eyes checked more in depth because she was struggling to see and ended up needing glasses. And so that to me was very important because being that young, it was something that she wasn't really able to tell me that she was struggling seeing things in the classroom. So if it wasn't for this screening, then I would have not known that anything was going on probably until later when it would become a real struggle for her in the classroom. And then Trinity, it helped her tremendously too. Both of them, we would go for regular yearly checkups in the eye doctor or at the doctor's office, and they would just do kind of a routine screening of their eyes, like stand at the end of the hallway and look at the pictures on the wall and tell me, what they are, what you see. But it was just kind of, short, and nothing was ever really said of it. So it was really because of what we had done at school that had let us know more of what needed to be done to get them really just healthy with their eyes so that they could feel successful in the classroom and at school. I can say really for the girls or the kids in my class that when they've done the eye screening here, playing the video game makes it really fun. But that's what made it kind of intriguing for them, and they were interested in doing it. And to me, it kind of showed maybe there was more accuracy with what they were doing. And with my girls, the only eye doctor they had been to was just at the doctor's office, who that's not necessarily their focus. So thank goodness, I think, for what we had done here, because something was diagnosed very early for both of them, right when they needed it to be found out. It helped her feel more independent, that she could see the board, wouldn't have to squint, didn't have to rely on the teacher to tell her what was on the screen. But once she got her glasses, then she could work independently, and her self-confidence kind of grew. And then with Haven too, very similar. I know she was young at the time that she started to wear glasses, but it almost made her feel like I'm more in control of myself now, and I can take this book and start to look at the pictures, and I can start to ask her questions just about the story because she could see just more clearly. I think there was less frustration for both of them.
They'd ask us if we could see the board or not. It was frustrating. Keep on needing to ask what was written on the board, and I'd need to move up front so I could see better. I figured that I wasn't supposed to be not seeing clearly. Yeah, you'd have to choose the shapes and numbers on it.
And it was 3D.
Yeah. It was awesome, like being able to see clearly.
What do you see? Can you read this line, or you can't see what's on that line? I think for sometimes your attitude, if you can't see what they're asking you to see, you might become, nervous and kind of shut down and you just kind of give up, like, oh, I can't see that, I'm all done. Whereas with the video game, you can't give up, you just keep going, and it's just less stress, I think, for you to be playing a game, which is what kids love to do, rather than feeling defeated when you stand at the end of a hallway and you can't see the line, and then you're kind of like, you just feel kind of like unsuccessful, where you don't really feel unsuccessful when you're playing the video game. I think that it feels smoothly when it's done. We have a certain day when we always do it in September, and then I feel like it's not this huge amount of time before parents get results.